Ken Washington here with Educational Resource Paralegals. Short disclosure, by continuing, you acknowledge that what I'm about to share with you is not legal advice. It is educational information. What I want to talk to you about today are citations. Citations are used by attorneys and paralegals in order to support their legal arguments. In my last video, I talked about legal arguments. Okay, and citations are, I know you've watched TV and you heard people say, oh, well, in that case, Brown versus the Board of Education, they did this or they did that. Okay, so basically what they're doing is they're referring to that case in order to try and prove the merits of their own legal argument. So citations are important in legal arguments because they show that there is a precedence for the arguments being made. And so the more citations that you have, the better, generally speaking. That is, if they are good citations. So in the last video, I talked about different software platforms such as LexisNexis, and you have Fastcase, and you have Westlaw, and there's some other platforms out there as well. But the main thing about having that type of resource available to you is that you might cite a certain case that was concluded that and they had findings in, let's say, a district court. But then when it went to a higher court, a circuit court, or if it went even higher to the Supreme Court, that case may have been cited, or actually the holding in that case might have been refuted or repudiated at a higher level. And so you have to be careful. Just because you saw, okay, in the district court of South Carolina, they found that this certain holding in a case and made this certain argument, that doesn't necessarily make it a good argument to be consistent with the law. And so you have to be very careful. One of the parties in that case may have appealed, and if they appealed based on faulty reasoning in the judgment, and it went to a higher court, say it went to a circuit court, and the circuit court overruled the district court and held that they erred in their judgment, and if that circuit court remanded the case for further proceedings, or if they just did something contrary to the lower court, then your citation of that case, your reference to that case, is not a good reference. It's not a good reference. So not only is the burden on you as someone who chooses to argue legal merits of the case, not only is the burden on you to find citations that apply to your case and assist you in making your case, but you have even the greater burden of shepardizing those citations. So what does that term mean? What does that term mean, shepardizing? That means you are doing a thorough analysis to make sure that the holding in that case of the court has been affirmed by higher courts. You have to sort of follow that case and do your research, do your due diligence to make sure that holding of that case that you are citing has not been repudiated at a higher level. So before you had all the software I'm not sure how they, did their due diligence to Shepardize. You just had to read books and know a whole lot of different case law books. You probably had a team of people who were involved in that Shepardizing process. But now, with technology being what it is, you have things like, Fast Case, you have Nexus Lexus, you have Westlaw, you have these different platforms, these legal platforms to facilitate in being able to, make sure that something you're citing, a case you're citing in that particular holding in that case, is actually good, sound law. And so if you like this video, I'm asking you to like it and share it, and please subscribe. I plan on sharing a lot more information with you. Thank you. Have a good day.